Introducing Timely's Pair Frame, a revolutionary pre-finished frame system that installs in 15 minutes over finished walls and doors. Here's what you'll need to get started: a 6-foot magnetic level, electric screw gun, Phillips and flathead screwdrivers, tape measure, pry bar, and safety glasses. You will also need a dowel the same diameter as the door undercut to make door hanging easy. Check the rough opening. For S, C, A, and CK frames, the opening must be 1 1/4 inch over in width and 1 inch over in height. For double egress and DE frames, the opening width must be 2.5 inch over in width and 1 inch over in height. The Timely frame arrives in 2 boxes: the header and the upright jambs. Installation instructions are packed in every jam carton. Check the hardware requirements for the frame and apply reinforcements if required. TA12 reinforcements are required for parallel arm closers, surface vertical rods, and full-width coordinators. All TA12 reinforcements must be installed in the header before the header is placed on the wall. A TA12 placed at the center of the header will provide reinforcement for rim exit device strikes if used. Place the 2 jambs against the wall after determining the direction of the door swing. The door rabbet for all 3 components must be on the same side, and check the header for hardware preparations that will determine the active and inactive door swing. Timely's TA40 flush bolt strike is reversible. Sleeve the header over the rough opening. Slide 1 hinge jam over the wall and interlock the jam to the header with the alignment tab. Repeat with the other hinge jam. The frames should always rest on the finished floor. If the floor is not finished, raise the frames to compensate for floor thickness. Working from the door side, place a level on the header. If your level indicates that one hinge jam is higher than the other jam, fasten 1 screw in the header over the first hinge jam. Align the corner of the jam with the corner of the header and fasten at an upwards angle at the top of the jam to ensure it is snug to the header. If your level indicates that one hinge jam is lower than the other jam, lift the header until it is level and fasten 1 screw in the header over the first hinge jam. Lift the hinge jam tight to the header. Align the corner of the hinge jam with the corner of the header and fasten at an upwards angle at the top of the jam to ensure it is snug to the header. Follow the same procedure for the opposite jam. Apply the hinges to the door. Position the dowel on the floor and rest the door on the dowel in a 90-degree open position. Roll the door into position and attach the top hinge with 1 screw. Move the bottom hinge into position and apply screws to the jam. Swing the door closed to make sure the door closes without bind. Then open the door and apply the balance of the hinge screws. Hang the other door on the opposite jam using the same method. When properly aligned, the top gap should be the same for both doors, and the meeting style clearance between the doors should be uniform from top to bottom. Always adjust the jam rather than the door when aligning the components. When properly aligned, place a fastener next to one of the casing clips near the bottom of the jam. Insert screws at every casing clip on the door side. Check the doors for proper operation and alignment. Apply screws to the opposite side of the jam, making sure the door swings freely with no bind. The Timely casing installs and removes easily due to our unique clip design. Our clip holds various casings secure and flush against the wall. Corner alignment pieces are provided with all of our casings to create a tight miter. If installing the TA10 reinforcement bracket, install it before putting on the casing. Starting with the header first, center the header casing, allowing for equal distance on both ends. Roll the casing over 1 clip toward the door, and with the tap of a hand, secure the casing on the center clip. Slide both upright casings with miter guard into the header casing. Then anchor the header casing using the rolling motion toward the door. Anchor the upright casings starting at the top. Next, apply the casing to the opposite side. Finally, install the TA40 reversible strike plate with the bolt hole in position above the inactive door. The installation is complete. With Timely, we assure you of a secure, trouble-free installation every time.